Hello again, friends. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a good week. As you can tell, this week I've really been focused on the book of Isaiah, and there have been different passages that I've been sharing with you that have really been speaking to me. And I'll be honest, today is no different. Today we're going to focus on Isaiah 43, verse 19. Which says, "For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland." And to me, that's a reminder that it doesn't matter how far off course I get, how far I walk away from the things that I should be doing or the attitudes that I should have. No matter what I do, where I go, what I say, how I act, I am never too far gone for God to still use me, pull me back in, love me, get me right back on track, back on the path He has for me, and He can still use me no matter what. And that has been such a great reminder for me, this verse especially, because I sometimes do feel like I'm stuck in a rut, or I'm stuck in a physical place, or I'm stuck in a situation, and nothing's going to change. That's what it feels like. But then I go back and I read this verse where He's saying, see, I'm starting something new. I've already begun. Don't you see it? And that reminder that I can never be stuck somewhere that God can't pull me out of. I can never be stuck somewhere that God can't say, hey, I've already started this new thing. And you may not have noticed it, but I'm already pulling you into it. I'm pulling you out of what you're stuck in, even though you feel like you're stuck there forever. I'm pulling you out of it and putting you on this new path. And the reminder that, even in the wilderness, He can make a pathway, and He will make a pathway back to where I should be, back to where I need to be, back to where He planned for me to be. And even if I go so far as a dry, desolate wasteland, He can still create a river there. A river so that I'm not thirsty, and so that I follow that river back to the path He has for me. And I absolutely love this reminder, because sometimes, I know in my life it's happened and still happens. For example, a couple years ago, I had been in this dead-end job that I was absolutely burnt out on, and I was so stressed out all the time between, the not so great work environment. The people I was working with were not great influences, were not very encouraging. My boss was very demanding without any type of guidance as to how to get better, other than just do better. And, it put a lot of stress on me, and I got burnt out and I got tired of it. And I just was so exhausted of feeling stuck there. And I had been praying for months. I prayed for over 6 months for a new job. And I was searching through jobs in my area, and I got to the point where I was like, listen, I will go work at McDonald's if they will pay me the right amount of money. I will go work at Walmart if they will pay me the right amount of money. I will go back into retail, and I will go back into that unpredictable schedule if they'll pay me the right amount of money, just to get me out of this job, because I felt so stuck there. And I just kept praying and kept praying and kept praying and going on interviews and filling out applications, and I'd get excited about an interview and then it wouldn't happen, or something just wasn't right about the interview, so I knew it wasn't where I was supposed to be. And then I would get so discouraged that, I am still stuck in this job. But God the whole time was working. He was working the whole time, preparing me for the next job that He had for me, preparing me for the next company he had for me. And man, when I got the job in the company that I'm at now, you know, it's not the position I'm in now. I started at a different position, but just starting, even in that position, where I had come from a similar position with a whole different type of working environment, whole different kind of boss, coming into this company, just a weight lifted off my shoulders. And then I got to a point, you know, where I was like, okay, God, I love this company. I don't want to leave this company, but I've been doing this particular type of job for, wow, at that point it had been, 6 or 7 years. I've been doing the same type of work. And I was like, okay, I love the environment. I love the boss. There's a lot less stress on me now, but the job itself is still wearing on me because I've still burnt out from the last position I had doing the same thing. So I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed for months again for a new position because I didn't want to leave the company. I didn't. I wanted to stay in the company because I love the company. And I really feel like that's where I'm supposed to be, at least for this season of my life. And I'm enjoying it. And, you know, this new position came available because, again, God was working and he was starting something new and he was preparing something new. And I didn't see it at first. But the more I prayed about it, the more I talked to God about it, the more I was able to see how he was working, how he was moving things and people and preparing this new position for me. So when I got moved into my new position earlier this year, another weight just completely lifted off my shoulders. And let me tell you guys, I love my job. I absolutely love my job. I'm in the same company. I work with a lot of the same kind of people that I was when I started with this company. It's just different, you know, responsibilities, different tasks, but I love my job. And I know not a lot of people can say that. And I thank God every day for guiding me through what felt like that wilderness, for creating that path in what felt like a wilderness, for creating that river in what felt like a wasteland in my life, and guiding me to where he has me now. And not just in work, that's just one example. There are so many areas of my life that he has done this. And I know that he has done this for other people. And I know that he can do this for you. So guys, just remember that verse, focus on that verse, meditate on this verse, and remember that God is always working on something. He is always working on something new. You may not see it, and you may feel like you're in a wilderness or in a wasteland, but he's still going to create that way back for you. Remember that today. Take it with you, meditate on it, share it with a friend who you think may need it. And just let it lift you up today. Have a great day, guys.